Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I actually cannot comprehend that those words are rolling off the tongue right now. I have not seen you guys, or you have not seen me in so long. I have not been here in a couple of months, and let me tell you, things have been going on. Since 2008 I've always been like uploading, not uploading, uploading, not uploading. I'm like a bloody yo-yo or boomerang or whatever. I cannot keep up with myself. I go through months of being so consistent, so creative, so regimented, and then I fall off and I'm like, I'm a worthless piece of whatever. I have ADHD, and I know everyone has ADHD at the moment, but I have been an undiagnosed combined ADHD girly for the last 31 years of my life. Hence the bloody struggles. Everything is starting to make a lot more sense, and I'm starting to come to terms with a lot of things, and I'm starting to like let go of a lot of things and grieve a lot of things. And yeah, I just said I would share that with you. If you follow me over on my other socials, I will have announced that already. I got diagnosed not very long ago, but I'm in the process of being medicated. Hopefully 2026 is the year of being medicated and being dedicated. Fingers crossed, because this has been my passion and my #1 goal since I was probably 14 years old. Hopefully the medication will benefit me. I am in therapy still. I'm still living in my mom's house, my family home should I say, and I'm just really trying to come to terms with a lot of things and heal a lot of things and all that jazz. I feel like my whole life has been one constant healing process, one constant journey of healing, but that's because a lot of shit has gone down, you know what I mean? If I didn't have to keep dealing with things, I wouldn't have to keep healing. It kind of explains a lot to me, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, everyone seems to have ADHD nowadays. Mine was crippling and debilitating, and it is what it is, but I just had to get that off my chest, because people are always like, oh, I watched your YouTube videos and you used to always upload and you used to be on vlogging and you never do anymore. Don't get me wrong, I have a notebook, multiple notebooks full of huge creative ideas, series, podcasts, bloody topics, and yeah, features and stuff like that. I'm so creative, but as an ADHD girly, because I have hyperactive and also, what's the other one? Inattentive. Exhibit A. My brain is just constantly fighting with itself, and although I am really creative and I've got that hyperactive, like constantly go mindset, then the inattentive comes in and I like disassociate and I procrastinate and I put things on the long finger and I just get paralyzed then. That's all of my goss. I feel like I've caught you up. Nothing much else has changed. I'm still me, still going to the gym, still trying my darndest, trying to keep my head above water and trying to mind my noggin and all that jazz. But having the ADHD diagnosis has definitely helped a lot with my mental health and my understanding of my mental health, because for years I was like, I've always suffered with my mental health, but I've not necessarily always been depressed or always been anxious or always had like panic disorder. I've always fallen under the struggle umbrella. I've had a VIP ticket on the struggle bus, but I've never really understood, like, I haven't suffered with like chronic depression in a long time. It's not consistent anxiety, and yeah, the ADHD diagnosis has like ticked a lot of my curiosity boxes. So I'm not broken, I'm just different. Anyway, happy Christmas to you all, happy New Year to you all. 2026, the year of, is it the horse or the snake? 2025 was the year of the snake, I think. I don't know. I'm either ready to shed the layers of skin like a snake, or I'm ready to ride the rodeo like the horse. I am here today to do my what I got for Christmas haul with you guys. I have done plenty of these in the past. I've done birthday hauls, Christmas hauls, all that good stuff, and I do want to preface it by saying you know, that constant thing of like, I'm not bragging, I'm not recording this to show off, I'm just doing this for the bit of crack. I love watching these kind of videos because I'm a nosy hair bag, like a lot of you are as well. I know you follow me because we're all so similar. I am very fortunate in this life. As unfortunate as I have been, I am very fortunate. I'm very blessed. I live in a very safe part of the world. Although it be diabolical at times, I live in a lovely home with a gorgeous roof over my head. I have warmth, I have love, I have a full stomach, I have a gorgeous, beautiful, big family who are all absolutely batshit crazy, but we're always there to support each other. I'm very fortunate with the friendships that I have, and yeah, I know that there are people watching this who are probably in opposite scenarios and going through their own individual struggles and bigger problems than I will ever have. So I am thinking of you all. If you do think that watching something like this is going to be like triggering for you, if you're going to watch it and feel worse, please switch off. I will have other videos for you to tune back into, hopefully coming very soon. I know that we are all financially busted. Like, I am as skint as I don't know what. I am broke as a joke. I am obviously living under my parents' roof and my income streams are not massive whatsoever, and I just feel like money is such, yeah, I don't know, when will things get better? Who knows? But look, we all have to just try our best and be kind to each other and be kind to ourselves. So with that being said, I am extremely grateful, and I'm not even just like blowing that trumpet being like I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. I feel like this was one of the most loveliest Christmases that I've had in a long time. Just before Christmas I had gotten my ADHD diagnosis, so that brought me a little bit of clarity, or like a lot of clarity actually in hindsight. I got to spend it with my grandparents, who are not in the best of health, so I'm extremely grateful that we had Christmas dinner together. If I didn't get any of these gifts, I would not give a shite. Santa was asking me coming up to Christmas, what would you like for Christmas? Let me know what you'd like for Christmas, send me a wish list. And I kept saying I don't want or need for anything. I have everything that I need. As long as everyone's healthy and happy, that's all I want. I'm not a materialistic person, and I know that probably is hard to believe because I'm showing you all of these materialistic items. However, as such a sensitive soul, I would much rather like memories and experiences and stuff like that. Sorry, the postman just rang the doorbell there and the dog was barking, and I have kind of lost my train of thought, but I think I was somewhere along the lines of if I had to give away all of my material items and objects in order for me to keep my loved ones well, safe and warm, it would obviously be a no-brainer. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get stuck into the Christmas haul. I haven't really delved into my Christmas gifts thus far. All of the edible things, the majority of them have been delved into, let me tell you that much. All of the chocolate items are mostly gone. I think there's a box of chocolates that I haven't touched yet. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, we were approaching Christmas time and Santa continuously was asking me, what do you want, what do you want, what do you want? Two things actually, but the very first thing that I wanted were some slippers, because I've just been going around in cheap old slippers the last 2 years, and I have had previous experiences in lovely slippers. In 2020 I think I invested, or did Santa get them for me? I can't remember. I've gone through 2 pairs of UGG slippers. I was obviously in lockdown wearing them in quite a lot, so I probably got a year out of each pair, and I think then we come out of lockdown and I just kind of, slippers were slippers, they weren't getting worn a lot. I was spending not very much time in the house, but I think because I'm spending a lot more time in the house these days, just with like trying to remain semi-sane, I'm kind of leaning somewhat towards like my comfort. Side note, aside from having the ADHD and having kind of mental health roller coasters, I would have chronic illness also. So I am a chronic pain girly, I have fibromyalgia, so I would have pain flare-ups. So to me, a good present is like a voucher towards like a treatment, like a massage, or like something that's going to keep me warm and cozy, or something that's going to like help me like alleviate some of my symptoms or whatever. So with that being said, this is the longest winded story I've ever bloody told. I asked Santa, if you're really wanting to get me something and you really want to spend the money on me, I would j'adore a new pair of UGG slippers, because I haven't repurchased them in 2 years. So my third pair of UGG slippers are in front of me and I'm going to show you them right now. Here are the Uggs. They are the classic, these are the ones that I've had 3 times. They're the UGG Scuffette. They're in the tan suede, and I always get a UK 6 in them. They're very true to size. In some of my things, because I'd have a bit of a broader foot, I sometimes would have to go to like a 6.5 or a 7. Not with these bad boys. So these are the classic UGG slipper. I was toying with the idea of getting like a darker color, but I will be very particular with these. I'm not gonna just literally put on a layer of fake tan and put my foot into this. Hell no, honey, hell no. But anyway, they are very luxurious. They're obviously on the expensive side, but honestly, if you have a loved one in your life and you want to buy them something that they are not going to probably buy for themselves, because it would actually crucify me to pay the money for these. Like when my brother's fiance, I was going to say wife, they're not married just yet, but when my brother's fiance was having her baby shower, myself and my sister got her a pair of these as a gift. Instead of buying like baby items and stuff, we were like, get yourself some UGG slippers, and she loved them. So yeah, thrilled with those. Santa is the bloody goat, because he also got me these Birkenstock clogs, are they called? Boston, I don't really know. He got me these Birkenstocks in a grey colour, and if you are an OG follower of mine, it's actually on private now, but a couple of years ago Santa got me the exact pair of these, basically from New Look. They were a grey closed clog kind of situation, and I didn't wear them until recently, and then when I discovered them I wore them to death, so they are long gone. But Santa obviously knew that I was fond of them, so he got me a very, very nice replacement. I will say they're actually too big on me and I need to size down, so I just need to return these. So hopefully I'll get them sorted soon. This is what I mean when I say I want to stay nice and warm and cozy. Santa also got me one of these rechargeable hot water bottles. I haven't opened this one yet, but we have opened my sister's because the three of us got one. But it's basically a little pouch thing like this. You can hear the kind of liquid inside of it, and you basically just charge it. I think you charge it for 15 minutes and it stays warm for 5 hours, and it's like made of like a liquidy gel, and you can kind of put it like around your arms. I actually seen a girl on TikTok put her dressing gown rope closer thing, you know what I mean, around this and tie it onto her when she had period pain and stuff like that. So there's endless possibilities with this, especially because it is freezing. And I don't know about you guys, but my bedroom constantly like a morgue, constantly. I don't know why. Santi also got me some perfume. He actually got me more perfume as well, but I'll show you this one first. I have loved this fragrance. Again, I don't think I've ever bought myself a bottle of this due to its sheer price tag. Yeah, basically, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I don't think I've ever bought myself one of these because of how expensive they are, but this is a bottle of Jo Malone perfume. I got into this around 2018, and I think I've gone through again 2 bottles of this, very similar to the Uggs, and then I've gone a couple of years without it, and I have recently smelt it, and every time I've been in like Brown Thomas or Arnott's, whatever, I'm going and I'm like drenching myself in it, because I'm just like, there's nothing else really on the market like this in like a cheaper version or like a dupe version. This is the Jo Malone Dark Amber and Gilly Linger Dark Amber and Ginger Lily, and this is one of the intense colognes, and it's in a dark bottle like this. My story, when I actually opened this on Christmas Day, it was a different dark bottle. I don't know what the other name of it was, but I went back on St. Stephen's Day because I didn't even open it. I just literally like opened the box and I was like, oh, something oud I think it was. I was like, oh, I've never smelled that. And my mom was like, it's not the one that you used to have. And I was like, no, it was Dark Amber and Ginger Lily. And she's like, that's what I told the cashier to get me. But obviously there was like a miscommunication or mishap or something, and they wrapped up the wrong bottle. So I of course didn't even spray it because I was like, I'm not being at the risk of being stuck with this bottle. So I just literally left it to the side, and I went back on St. Stephen's Day and they took full responsibility, because on the receipt it said the right one, but they obviously gave me someone else's. I don't know. Sticking with perfumes, I also received a kind of selection box of fragrance from Zara. So in this little box there are 4 fragrances, and they are eau de parfum, and there are 4 30ml bottles. It's called the Discovery Set. So I love Zara perfumes. I think they're absolutely incredible. A lot of them are designed and curated by Jo Malone, and the longevity of them and the price tag of them is just insane. So in this you get the Red Temptation, you get Golden Decade, is it? Golden Decade, sorry, I'm actually so blind. Hypnotic Vanilla and Amber Fusion. So each of those 4 ones I actually smelled in the shop, and I was like, oh, I can't really make up my mind. And then I seen this, and this was unreal. So I'm getting 120ml of perfume, and I'm getting it for just under €36. So I don't know if these are like a Christmas thing or if they're like full-time in the store, but so ideal. And the bottles are like thin kind of skinny ones, so ideal for the bag or anything, for like a night out or whatever. But yeah, love. I also got a Terry's chocolate orange from Santa. It's all gone. Did I keep the box for filming purposes? Hell yeah. And I also have another one in there somewhere that I also kept. I also received this focus, what would you even call it? It's from the Head Plan. So I had actually seen these were advertised to me on Instagram in probably September, but they weren't the Head Plan version. They were like a Temu version or a Shein version or something. And I remember specifically sending the ad to my sister being like, oh my god, what a cool concept. I, at the time, kind of known but not confirmed that I had ADHD. I thought that something like this would be an ADHDer's dream. So it says flip, focus, flow. So this is the dinkiest little doer, and it is like a little clock, and on the top of it it says focus for 1% of the day, focus for 5 minutes, focus for 25 minutes, focus for 60 minutes. So it's like a little timer essentially, and depending on the time of the task that you want to get done, or like if you want to study for a certain amount of time, or if you want to like exercise for a certain amount of time, or you want to read for a certain amount of time, you configure it to whatever task time you want to achieve, and it kind of like counts down. I actually haven't turned it on yet, but I'm assuming there's maybe like some buzzer or something that will go off. Also, very interestingly, 1% of your day is 14 minutes and 24 seconds. So you can do like short-term, long-term tasks, whatever, but I just think that's a really cool concept. So I am very excited to implement that into some of my routines. Oh, it might be a waste of money because you have like timers on your phone, and I want to get off my phone. I want to literally detach myself from my phone because I feel like I'm super glued to it right now. Anybody else? But yeah, I really love that concept. These were some of the stocking fillers that Santa got me. He got me a caramel and pistachio body mist from Superdrug. He got me a claw clip, a glittery gorgeous claw clip. I actually don't have one that size, and I have my extensions out at the moment, but when I have my extensions in I do have a lot of hair, so it's ideal to just clip if my curly blow dries. I got a travel sized micellar water from Penny's. I really like the Penny's micellar water, but that's a gorgeous travel sized size if you're going anywhere. And then I also received some of these PS Pro Bright Eyes Gold Hydrogel eye patches from Penny's. And then to go with my UGG slippers, I also got one of these gorgeous really luxurious robes from Marks and Spencer. So it is white obviously, and it's like that hotel robe toweling kind of style, and it was €65. But girls, when I tell you the quality, the weight, the warmth, everything about it is just worth its weight in gold. I just cannot describe to you. So because I was obviously like very conscious of the price of the item, I was like, let me see if there's like a cheaper alternative. I ordered one on Amazon for like 40, and it came and it was like see-through, and I was like, you're going back, and for the extra 20 quid we're gonna invest. So this is an investment dressing gown, and it's gonna last me for years and years. Obviously, like the UGG slippers, I'm not just going to put on a fresh layer of fake tan and hop straight into this. I do have a black dressing gown for those occasions, but the warmth and the like comfort that this brings, insane. Then I'm pretty sure the very last thing that Santa got for me, I'm actually not too sure, but if anything else pops up that Santa gave to me, I will let you know. Pretty sure the very last thing that he left for me was a card with €20 in it. And I was like, Santa, you've done enough, but they were adamant. So it was just a lovely little message in that card with a little bit of cash that's obviously spent. I'm telling big fat barefaced lies, because also in my Christmas stocking, Santa got me hair products that I use to dye my hair. So he got me the peroxide cream, which is like the mixer, and then the developer, and then he got me the actual colour. I do, however, think that I picked out the wrong colour because you can't really see it right now, but my roots would be quite orangey, but look, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I received this gorgeous pack of fluffy socks, again going on the like warmth comfort kind of theme. These were from one of my great aunts, and it's so thoughtful for her to even think of getting me a gift, so she dropped it off on Christmas Eve. These are different to like the typical fluffy socks that I would buy. I actually prefer the material and stuff of these, and the fact that they've got like grippy dots, and they're just like thicker, and they're a lot better quality than the ones that I would normally buy for myself from Penny's. So these are from Dunnes Stores, honey, a little bit more luxe. My sister's boyfriend, who is the biggest pain in my flaps I've ever met in my life. No, he's not really. He's actually a really, really nice guy. He comes from a really, really nice family also. And his dad sent us all over our own little box of Butler's chocolates, which is so kind, so thoughtful. And obviously there was no need for him to do that, but that was so thoughtful of him. So this is the only edible chocolatey item that I have not indulged in just yet. Moving on to Secret Santa. My brother got me in Secret Santa, and he got me a lovely collection of bits. So he got me the Fireman calendar for 2026. This is a charity calendar for the Children's Health Foundation. There's a fair few fine looking fellas in there now, let me tell you girls. June, right, what's my birthday month? Is July. Not for me now, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, next up he got me some of the Butler's hot chocolate, like the home edition. They're basically like the little chocolate blocks that you melt into milk. I would actually smash the head off one of these right now. I actually haven't had a hot chocolate in so long, so I might actually treat myself to one of these later on. He also got me this Soap and Glory, the Glam Packed Showstopper kit. So this is, I dropped a couple of hints, right? So this is jam packed with some Soap and Glory products, and it obviously comes with this gorgeous pink velour cosmetics bag. So it has the Heal Genius, the hand food, the face soap clarity, the righteous butter, the bright and beautiful sheet mask, the clean on me body wash, the scrub of your life body scrub, and then the Pillow XXL plump mascara. The mascara is actually the only one that I haven't used, but I really like Soap and Glory products. Very controversial because I know a lot of people are actually like cringed out by them, but I really like them, and every single Christmas I get something Soap and Glory related, so I'm delighted with this. The last thing that my brother got me in our Secret Santa Chris Kindle kind of thing was this. So if you follow me over on Instagram, you will have seen that I uploaded a photo of this to my stories. This is basically like, it's not like AI because he paid a girl on Etsy to design it, but I suppose there's probably an element of AI in it because these two have never met or never crossed paths in real life. So this is my dad. He died in 2008, and this is the actual LOML, Odie Roach. He died just before Christmas. So yeah, we actually got him 4 years after my dad passed away, and he lasted with us for like 13 years. So they've never actually crossed paths, but it gives me great comfort to think that they're up in heaven together, or wherever they are. I'm not even like a religious girl, but wherever they are, I just think it's so nice that like Odie's actually sitting up on my dad's lap, and they would have really, really enjoyed each other. I just know that. Yeah, I will say it's not the most flattering photo of my dad, but I love it. My brother's fiance Nicola got me this Rituals gift set. So this is the Ritual of Sakura. I think I featured this particular scent in many of my hauls, whether it be birthday or Christmas. I've never actually purchased any of it myself, but this is like my go-to scent from Rituals. It's just like a sweet, clean, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. And in this set there is a shower foam, a shower oil, a body cream, and a body mist. And oh my god, there is nothing as luxurious as when you do the full like layering up after the shower gel with the body cream, and oh my god, you just smell so nice. And then if you put on like a nice little pajamas or a little underwear set, you just feel so nice. It's a really, really nice gift, and you just can't go wrong with a little Rituals gift set. Very bougie. Actually, to go with my brother's Chris Kindle, he actually also got me a voucher for a sauna. So this is for the Boatyard in Wicklow Town, so it's a 1 session pass. And his fiance Nicola, to go with the Rituals set, she got me a Dundrum gift card, which has also been spent. There was absolutely no need for her to do that, but very much appreciated. And she was like, oh, it's not from me, it's from Bobby, because I'm his godmother. But thank you so much, Nicola. Speaking of Bobby, I got this gorgeous little card, and inside of it there's a lovely message, and there's also this little cheeky photo of him. And yeah, he's just the best. I know I'm quite biased, but he is. I have a couple more physical kind of items to show you, but I'll show you the kind of cards and stuff that I have and vouchers that I have while I'm here. So my sister Freya, this is so random, she threw this into my possession. This is a free car wash in work. They got like a Christmas hamper. She obviously doesn't have a car, so I will be putting that to good use. Oh, it's out of date. Slay. My stepdad's parents, as in my step grandparents, they gave me some money which has been spent. My auntie Claire and my uncle Pat gave me some money in a card, which of course has been spent. My nanny and granddad actually gave me a fuel voucher, which has been, say it with me, spent. So they gave me a fuel voucher because I'm always running around after them and stuff, which I do not mind doing, but I thought that was a really thoughtful gift. Even though as siblings we done the Secret Santa exchange, my sister Jade also gave me, guys, this is so embarrassing, it's like pure empty. She gave me a selection box, a Cadbury selection box. It had a caramel bar, Whisper Twirl, Dairy Milk Crunchy and Boost, and you bet your bottom dollar it's devoured. So she gave me this selection box, and then she very kindly gave me a ticket to go and see Kingfisher in June. So I was like, what the hell, like I don't expect a gift from you, because we were doing the sibling Secret Santa, and she said because I always show up and support her run club, and I actually nearly started crying. So yeah, this and the Kingfisher ticket, I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't wait for like a sunny summer's day in a field in Dublin. I think it might be like St. Anne's Park, just like a bit of warm weather, fingers crossed, listening to some live music, and Kingfisher are absolutely unreal, so I can't wait for that. So thank you so much. Next up, I have a bag of goodies from my godmother, who always gets me absolutely brilliant presents. There were some Terry's chocolate orange truffles inside of this bag, however they are, say it with me, gonzo. She gave me a voucher for Nick's coffee, which I got a coffee off yesterday, I think. So there's still money on that, which I will be putting to good use, but Nick's is just sensational coffee. I get a skinny latte with 3 sweeteners, and it just brings me so much joy. So yeah, thank you, Glenda. Then she gave me a little card with some money in it and a lovely message. She's really eager to see me going and doing a little bit more travel, so hopefully 2026 will bring me more travel. She did say that the money inside of this would be handy for traveling, but it is spent. Got me these really cool markers. So I am obviously like a really creative person, but I just, in 2025 I feel like I haven't made any time for like creative bits, so I'm hoping in 2026 to start doing things for fun again, or doing things to just like unwind and picking up nice hobbies and stuff. So these are porcelain markers, and you can like design your own vase or your cup, or even your plate or your bowl or whatever. So I think that's a really cool little evening that I could have on the cards. That and some of my hot chocolate would be really nice. Then she also got me this gift, which is so like thoughtful. This is called the Mindful Pebble, and it is, when I first opened it I was like, oh, that looks like a mushroom, but it says this pebble was designed to bring you back to the moment by engaging your senses to ground, soothe and comfort. So you basically put like your thumb in it, and then you add like a bit of essential oil and stuff. It's kind of like a little mindfulness tool for if you're doing any like meditation, or if you're feeling like a little bit stressed. It kind of helps to ground you. I obviously haven't used it yet, but I do think that I will put that to good use, because I love to get myself worked up. The very last bunch of gifts are from my friend. So she very kindly sends me gifts like all year long. She's the most selfless person. She sends me gifts for like my birthday, for Valentine's Day, for Christmas, and when Odie died she sent like me and my family like brownies and stuff. She's the most thoughtful person. And this, when I got this Christmas present in the post, I nearly died. I was like, what the hell? She's like, you deserve it. And I was like, oh my god. Starting off strong with the biggest item. I used to eat these all of the time when I lived in Enniskillen in County Fermanagh, so they are not available down the south of Ireland. I did hear that they are coming to Aldi though, for the south of Ireland, but these are the Oat & Co Super Bites. So she got me 6 packets in total, 2 packets of 3 flavors. So we got the caramelized biscuit, which is like Biscoff. They are stunning. She got me the hazelnut chocolate, so they're like a Nutella. And then, oh my god, these are the pistachio crisp. Girls, I can't cope. Them with a coffee, or even sometimes a cup of tea. Oh my god, they are stunning. She also got me a Terry's chocolate orange, but again, it's empty. Can you see a pattern here? She got me this little stocking filler. This is an IQ cube, so it's kind of like a Rubik's cube, but it's like a festive edition. So it has like a gingerbread man, a Santa, a firecracker, and then a reindeer on it. I just think that's really nice. It's a nice little activity to put your phone down and to just have a little play, especially if you're like at a loose end, if you're a bit fidgety, or if you're a bit like nervous, you want to take your mind off things. A little game like this to just help get the brain flowing would be a really nice idea. She got me this fidget toy, but in my head I'm nearly like, are you a stress ball? So it is a little gingerbread man, and it's, yeah, fidget gingerbread man, so that's what it says on the box. And he is glittery, and I feel like if I'm ever like at a loose end, or like I'm a bit stressed, I can like play with him and mash him around and stuff. I know that probably isn't to everybody's taste, but I think I would get like a lot of pleasure just sitting watching TV and squeezing the life out of this poor fella. She got me this gorgeous necklace, and this is from a brand called Little Light, and she said it's available in the Kilkenny design shop, that it's an Irish brand, and this one is the Hope edition. First of all, the little leaflet says, when pain and sorrow fill the air and life feels cruel and so unfair, the wind will change, let hope remain, tomorrow brings a brighter day, the sun will rise again, it's true, it will shine its light on you. And I was just like, girl. So again, she was referencing Odie in her Christmas card, and I just think it's the most thoughtful thing, and it's actually a gorgeous chain. It's really dainty, it's really delicate, and I am a gold girly, so that will work perfectly for my aesthetic. So last but certainly not least, my friend also got me a Stanley cup. It's not just your normal Stanley cup, it's for your hot drinks. So as you know, I've just mentioned I love my coffees. I get one almost every day, and I just think that this is perfect. I love a little travel mug. I'm really weird about them though. Like, I'm really specific. They have to be like a certain like texture and like size and width and stuff like that, and this is just perfect. It's a really thin one, and it's gonna fit in the cup holder of my car. I also love the fact that it has like a clasp that's gonna keep it closed, so if I do like throw it into my handbag or whatever, I'm not at risk of it like spilling everywhere. It also says it keeps your drinks hot for 4 hours, cold for 6 hours, or iced for 20. So it's not just for your hot drinks, but that's primarily what I'm going to use it for, like my teas and coffees. But if you do want to like put like an iced drink in there and go to the cinema or something, by all means do that. So yeah, as I said, I'm absolutely spoiled rotten. I am looking at all my gifts here and I'm just like overwhelmed. I'm really excited to start using them now and enjoying them and putting them to use. I hope you all had a really nice Christmas and are gonna have a lovely new year. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you just enjoyed your time off doing whatever you fancied with your loved ones, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Mind yourselves and mind each other. Bye.